You're scrolling online. Someone your age just bought a house. Another is posting vacation pics from Bali. And you can't help but wonder, am I ahead or falling behind financially? Today, we're breaking down the latest 2025 net worth and income stats from the Federal Reserve and BLS. By the end, you'll know exactly how your finances compare to those of others your age, and I'll share a safe, practical plan to help you get ahead. Before we get started, could you do me a quick favor? Please hit the like button on YouTube, as this will help the algorithm reach more people like yourself. I truly appreciate you guys. Let's go ahead and hop in. Please share your age in the comments. I'll reply with the median net worth for your group so you can see exactly where you stand. Chapter 1. Defining rich, the power of net worth. Before we dive into the numbers, we need to agree on a definition. When we ask, are you rich, we're not talking about your income, the car you drive, or what you post on Instagram. We're talking about the single most important metric for financial health, net worth. The formula is simple. Assets, what you own, minus liabilities, what you owe, equals your net worth. Assets include things like cash in your savings account, the value of your investments, 401k, Roth IRA, and brokerage accounts, the equity in your home, and the value of your car. Liabilities are your debts, student loans, credit card balances, auto loans, and your mortgage. Your income pays the bills, but your net worth is what ultimately buys your freedom. It's the true measure of your financial progress. For the remainder of this video, when we use the terms rich or wealthy, we refer to someone's net worth. A quick but critical point. We will be looking at both the mean, average, and the median net worth. The mean is skewed by billionaires and can be misleading. The median is the true midpoint. Half the population is above it, and half is below it. For most of us, the median is the far more realistic and useful benchmark. Chapter 2. The data. Net worth of younger Americans, under 35. This is the foundational decade. It's a time of starting careers, tackling student debt, and trying to get a foothold. The numbers reflect this journey. According to the most recent Federal Reserve Survey of Consumer Finances, the data for Americans under 35 tells a clear story. Median net worth, $39,000. Mean net worth, $183,500. Look at that massive difference. This shows that while a few high earners or trust fund recipients pull the average way up, the typical person under 35 is working with a much more modest base. What does this actually look like? Typical assets. The biggest asset for this group is often their vehicle, followed by cash and checking and savings accounts. Retirement account balances are usually just beginning to grow. Typical liabilities. The story here is dominated by debt. Student loans are the largest liability for this age group, followed by auto loans and credit card debt. For many, these liabilities significantly suppress their net worth, with some even having a negative net worth at the start of their careers. If you're in your 20s and your net worth is positive at all, you are already on the right track. If you're serious about building wealth over time, hit subscribe. I share data-driven strategies every week. Chapter 3. The data. Net worth of prime earners, 35 to 54. This is where the wealth building journey typically begins to accelerate. These are often the peak earning years, and major life events like buying a home and seriously investing for retirement start to shape the numbers. For Americans aged 35 to 44, median net worth, $135,600. Mean net worth, $686,100. For Americans aged 45 to 54, median net worth $247,200, mean net worth $1,343,900. The story behind the growth. The composition of assets changes dramatically during this phase. Assets shift. The primary residence becomes the largest asset for most people in this group, representing a huge chunk of their net worth. Retirement accounts like 401ks and IRAs surge in value due to 2 decades of consistent contributions in market compounding. Liabilities shift. While student loan balances may still exist, the primary liability becomes the mortgage on their home. The massive jump in median net worth from the under 35 group to the 45 to 54 group shows the incredible power of 2 decades of consistent saving, investing, and asset ownership. Chapter 4. Deconstructing the numbers. why it's not a simple race. Simply looking at these numbers without context can be discouraging. So let's understand the forces at play. Why is the median net worth for someone under 35 only $39,000? The student debt anchor. Young Americans are carrying unprecedented levels of student loan debt, which directly subtracts from their net worth from day one. The high cost of living. The rising cost of housing, healthcare, and daily life make it incredibly difficult to save a significant portion of an entry-level salary. The nature of compounding. Investment returns are not linear, they are exponential. In the first 5 to 10 years, your growth comes primarily from your contributions. After that, the growth starts to come from your earnings and the snowball effect takes over. People in their 20s are still at the very beginning of this curve. The key takeaway is this: your 20s are for building the habits and the base. Your 30s and 40s are where you will see the dramatic results of those habits. Chapter 5, the action plan. How to get ahead of the curve. Okay, you've seen the benchmarks. Now, how do you systematically work to exceed the median for your age group? It comes down to focusing on the net worth equation. You need to increase your assets and decrease your liabilities. Here's the plan. Automate your asset column. The single most effective way to build wealth is to make it automatic. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your investment accounts like a Roth IRA every payday. Even $100 a month makes a difference. This forces you to build your asset column before you have the chance to spend the money. Take control of high-interest debt. A 22% interest rate on a credit card is a guaranteed way to destroy your net worth. Choose a debt payoff strategy, like the debt snowball, paying off smallest balances first for psychological wins, or the debt avalanche, paying off highest interest rates first to save the most money. Reducing your liabilities provides a guaranteed return on your money. Focus on income events. Your income is the shovel you use to dig your foundation. Instead of just hoping for a 3% annual raise, actively seek out income events. This could mean changing jobs for a 20% salary increase, mastering a high-demand skill to get a promotion, or starting a side hustle that generates an extra $500 a month. That extra income is pure fuel for your net worth engine. Comparing yourself to an average can be a double-edged sword. Don't use it as a tool for judgment. Use it as a tool for inspiration and a call to action. The numbers show what is typical, not what is possible. By focusing on the simple, powerful habits of automating your investments, attacking your debt, and growing your income, you can write your own financial story. I'm curious to hear from you. What's one thing you'll do this week to grow your net worth? What financial topic would you like to see a deep dive on next? Drop your answers in the comments below and subscribe for more data-driven personal finance content. Thanks for watching.